Yeah, hey, great. So we have Lamont Peterson here, head of the kickoff press conference for the Errol Spence fight. So just wondering first if you can talk about what this fight means. Been a little bit inactive the last few years. Had a very competitive fight with Danny Garcia. Very good win over David Anavician earlier this year. And now you're fighting Errol Spence in another title shot. So just...
It's good to be back in the ring, back on the big stage. Before the beginning of the year, or this year, it seemed like it's going to be a whole 11 months now since I'm back in the ring. But of course, I stayed in the gym, stayed in shape, waiting on an opportunity like this. Happy it's here. I'm ready to go to work.
Was this, were you really trying to wait for a big title fight? I mean, a big event? Or do you think the PBC, that sort of side of the boxing world, has a lot of, sort of lower ranked welterweights, and, Errol Spence really one of the top ones?
He's one of the top guys, and it made sense to take the fight when the fight came on, across the table. And I'm just happy that it got done. It's fairly easy getting done. Move on.
So I believe you sparred with him when he was just an amateur. Mm-hmm. You were already, I think you had been a world champion already at that point?
I was actually about to fight for the world champion.
Oh, which fight was that?
Amir Khan.
The Amir Khan fight,
yeah.
Okay.
So that was 2011, and they was getting ready for the 2012 Olympics. And we came through, I think in the summertime, sometime in August, something like that. We went to Colorado and helped them guys out. Got some rounds.
So he was top medal hopeful at that point. Did he make an impression on you? Did you think he would become a world champion eventually?
I knew he would be at this point someday in the future, and I'm happy that he did. Was able to capture the world championship. And I saw something in him even as an amateur. I'm happy for him.
Did you think your paths would ever cross? Did you see yourself getting to this point at the same time?
I didn't really think about it too much. Mm-hmm. I knew we were around the same weight. Him a little bigger, gets in the amateurs is 152. I'm fighting at 140 at the time. Possibility, of course, but I never really thought about it.
Great. So, how do you view? You're extremely experienced. You've had tons of title fights. Errol Spence, I believe this will be his 23rd fight. What do you view as your advantages? What gives you confidence going into this fight?
Just confidence in myself. There's really honestly not one particular thing. I can't look at the experience of me fighting other guys. There's other guys, it's not Earl. So I don't want to try to mix that together or try to confuse myself with that situation. I just go with the things that I know. I just go with what I feel like I can do best, and things that he probably don't do as good as me. So just come up with a game plan, go out there and execute.
While I have you here, definitely curious to ask about your brother. I think he's had a few dates that have been announced or sort of rumored, and just wondering if you can give any update on his situation.
I don't know anything as of today. Yes, he did have a few fights lined up, and just for some, unfortunate reasons, the fights didn't go through. But he's still in the gym. He's, keeping his head high. He's still training hard, and the opportunity's going to come. He'll be fighting soon, hopefully, and whenever it do happens, he'll be ready.
What do you know? What weight class he's, or possibly one of two weight classes? Do you know where he's looking to return?
Of course, he always campaigned that lightweight. He still makes lightweight fairly easy.
Oh, really? Okay.
But leaving the door open for any challenge at junior welterweight, because you haven't fought in a while, and it seemed like a weight class that's pretty open right now. And if a good opportunity came, I'm sure he can take it.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Okay, so just wondering quickly, just want to hear your thoughts on how you are hoping your 2018 will go. I mean, if you come out and either victorious or, put on a good, strong showing, do you want to get into the ring 2 or 3 times in 2018? I mean, I know sometimes, frequently these things are outside of your control, obviously, but just, there are a lot of guys, again, on that's your side of the street at welterweight. I mean...
Yeah, if I can have it my way, I'll fight every day.
Yeah.
But of course, that's not going to happen. But honestly, I'll take I enjoy boxing. I enjoy being in the gym training. However many fights come next year, I'll take it.
Could you see yourself fighting on one of the FS1 shows just to stay more active, or one of the PBC network shows, or is that that's just outside of your control?
I don't worry about. Like I said, I'll take any fight that comes my way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if it's on any TV network or if it's not on a network. Like I just said, I enjoy boxing. I don't care if the boxing match is happening behind that bar over there. Honestly, I enjoy boxing. So regardless of what, I'll take it.
Great. So if we have a few more minutes here, interested to hear your thoughts on the other guys at 147. Some of them you fought, some of them you haven't. I know you have a big challenge with Errol Spence in front of you, but if you wouldn't mind, just quick thoughts, sort of rapid fire. So thoughts on Keith Thurman? I think that was thrown around. You might have fought him, I think last year at least.
Yeah. All those top fighters, all of those guys can fight. They deserve to be in the spots that they are. Keith is a champion. Really can't take anything away from him about that. I was hoping too, at this point, it was possibly going to be with Keith. The reason for me even fighting for the WBA regular championship earlier this year. So I had my eyes set on that. But it's boxing business, so I know things change quickly. But hopefully sometime in the future we will fight.
Sean Porter?
Sean Porter, he's another top guy who deserves to be in the spot that he's in. Top contender who's looking for another world championship fight. After this fight, the championship, I wouldn't mind fighting.
Rematch with Danny Garcia, or just thoughts on Danny Garcia's position right now?
Danny Garcia, he took his first loss to Keith. I'm sure he wants to bounce back, in a big way, when he do come back. He's another guy that I wouldn't mind fighting. Not so worried about, the first fight or rematch or anything like that, but he's still a top guy, so he still will be in the conversation for anything that when we sit down at the table to fight.
Devin Alexander recently returned from a long time out of the ring. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, I actually missed the fight, but I heard he did pretty good. I'm happy for him to be back in the ring. I heard a little bit of the story that happened with him. I'm happy for him, and if he stays at the top level, again, another guy, hopefully in the future.
Yeah, so you're just watching your phone and waiting for the opportunities.
Any guys, I feel like, it's an obligation when you're at the top, especially top 10. Anybody that comes across the table on that top 10, you should take the fight. So all these guys that you mentioned are guys that's in the top 10. So I'm ready.
Amir Khan is a guy, your name always comes up with him, his possibility for a rematch. He's been extremely inactive, seemingly by his choosing. I don't know, but what would your thoughts be on that if that came up?
That's what sit down at the table and saying that's what the team wanted, then that can happen too. Again, he's a talented guy. I know he hasn't fought in a while, but he's still a proven guy at the weight class.
Mm-hmm.
And, he has talent. So if that made sense for the next move, then I'm with it.
Okay, thanks a lot. You've been extremely generous with your time, so I really appreciate it. I know these can be boring, so anyway, thank you for the time.
All right, thank you, no problem.